Your ambassadorial roles put you in a time frame that saw the birth of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. How much impact has it had on Africa, Africans, and even still the relationship between China and Africa?
We thought there was a lesson we could learn from the Chinese. And because of that, we were then able to ask the Chinese to create a special relationship with them to see what development would be like. So it was not China with Africa in trade. It was also what China did in China, which we would learn from, and then also what we would do with China within ourselves, and with China to do with the rest of the world.
Talking about the investments and Uganda's story itself, the numbers keep growing in terms of business, infrastructure, and other sectors, agriculture as well. Just how much of an impact has Chinese investment been to Uganda?
Chinese have a lot of big and heavy investments in Uganda. In the first instance, almost all the road construction in Uganda is done by the Chinese. That's number one. Two, there are very many factories that have been built by the Chinese in Uganda from all spectrum of business: paper making, shoe making, tiles and household making, plastics, you name it, hotels. So I think the investments are big, and I will not be surprised to say that the greatest investments besides Ugandans in Uganda is the Chinese.
The persistent negative narratives, of course, run through the BRI and several other spheres, and just as much the campaigns against China in Africa by some global powers. How much are these affecting the relationship between Africa and China?
With China, we have got the summit where the African presidents and the Chinese president and ministers meet regularly to discuss issues. And if there are any doubts, they are normally discussed and settled there. So that infrastructure of African leaders and the Chinese leaders sitting together clears the air for many sectors and for many years to come.
More than 20 years of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, how much longer will it hold?
I think I'm so proud. When we started, I didn't even know it would reach in these billions. No, it is not going to end, because now the mono power of the Western Europe is not there. And the bipolar power also of China, I think, has not reached its maximum with Africa.